so you can get a feel for what that looks like. Both of us use this ladder system, but mine is typically open to the sky. It wasn't this time. And his usually has a 1 block wide exit. And that is definitely true this time. Basically, when you get up to the top here, you'll see he just dug his mine in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why he put it here, but he put it here. If we run back over to my house real quick, here's my beacon cover that I mentioned earlier. It goes down to my beacon. I'm getting haste from that beacon. There's my banner. Same banner I had in the last world. Same banner I think I'm going to keep. I'll show you that later with his whole house. Then... oh man, I locked myself out. Oh well. I like those hidden levers because you can hit them from either side. There's one other spot in here you may have noticed that there's no hidden access to the enchanting room yet. Or more precisely, you wouldn't have noticed because it's hidden so well. Here it is. Nope, you don't see it? Okay. If you look there, you'll see that I'm actually looking at a cobblestone stair. And if I aim just right at here, I forget exactly where it is in there. Somewhere in there is a lever. And if I can hit that lever, it will open up. There's that lever. It will open up to a hidden spot in here where I can also close the lever. In addition, I have my enchanting storage, my enchanting room, my anvil, and my large chest full of books and golden stuff, because I thought if you put a golden item in first, you'd get a better seed. Apparently that doesn't work. Then in here I have a brewery. This is my standard brewery design. The six brewing stands with 6 hoppers to hold ingredients and 5 chests to hold the ingredients before they're filled with a ring of water and a ring of soul sand with nether wart. Then over here I have my potion storage. I think I have all of them except Leaping Brood up in both forms. I might be missing a couple, but I don't think I am. So that's this hidden thing. This was eventually going to be a access to the bottom of the server host. I'm just going to call him Corman. To the bottom of Corman's house. But it's not anymore. I got tired of this house fairly rapidly. It's a little bit constricting building underground underneath a bunker like I have done here. So I changed houses after a while. Next I'm going to show you Windwalker's house. Next I'm going to show you this mess. Basically what this mess is it's an iron farm. The first iron farm I built. And that's the creeper responsible for all the holes. Now you might notice that this doesn't look like an iron farm. It's not. I disassembled it. I made this one's inactive for the very simple reason as I thought my villager down there in my farm was registering it as a village. So I moved it back a few paces and up, I believe, as well. So up here is the actual iron farm, and this one is set up for some trading on the side. Some of these villagers have good trades. I have lots of emeralds and lots of stuff to trade them. I don't come in here much anymore for a few reasons, mostly because of a reason I'll discuss later, is that I have a better place to do trading at. But this thing made an infinite source of iron, and one of these was enough for a server of 3. Because even though Windwalker, me, Corman, and mobbing were all on here. Only, well, mostly just me and Windwalker actually used the iron farm. As you can see down here, there's quite a bit of iron and poppies. I did take it out periodically and craft it into blocks and put it in my chest room. Creeper. Well, crap. Okay, so what that creeper just blew up is my chest of cooked chicken from that sorter and my chest of feathers from that sorter. Those are going to cause lag a long time. The other two chests were eggs and random stuff. And you should be able to see that that dirt I threw in the system later has made it up here. For some reason, in my sorter, some of the cooked chicken jumped the chicken hopper. And this is the first sorting system I built with an auto-disposing overfill. I don't know that I'm going to build a tutorial for that. I hope to, but I might not. Over here we have Windwalker's stable with his horse in it. It's a nice horse. I would know. I bred it for him. He paid me with armor. Here is his new banner, because he got a wither head pretty quickly. His first farm, which has been decimated by creeper explosions. And his really cool tree tower, which is just a mess, but a nice mess. You climb up the vines of these jungle trees, and you get onto a little platform on top that has various chests of stuff, and yeah, it's chests strewn all over. Here's his second farm. On top of here, down here is a access to the tower, and up here, I just popped up some carrots. Whatever. Up here is his sheep farm, and as you see, that sheep over there is named Jeb. That is one of the few things I griefed him with, is a Jeb sheep and a dinner bone sheep, because you can name a full stack of items at a time, and I wanted a Jeb sheep, so I named, I think, 5 name tags Jeb. Then over here, we have his ender chest, with, it's kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't put that much importance on ender chests anymore. I don't know why. Yeah, so then down here is his chest room. It's not very big. And up there, one of these vines will take you up. And I think his enchanting room is located up here at the top. Let me just see. Yes, there's his enchanting room. A really nice... It's really well put together, I think. Then he has a water slide all the way down. It's not terribly efficient because it's flowing water, but you know you can go up or down it. It's not just splash pads of water, which is what I would have done. But you know he tried. Let me just see if I can't get in it. Am I looking in the right way? Yeah. Okay. How to get down if I can't use the water pile? I don't know. Let's just try it. And okay, I made it into the water stream. This will take me down to a little pool and almost suffocate me to death on the way down. But yeah, it's not the best system. Missed the splash pool. During the winter, he also made this little snow fort here. So that was pretty cool. And the place he got all that snow, because there's no extreme hills nearby, is I put in these snow generators next to the Ender portal, Nether portal, which is right here. And basically all you have to do is pull out a shovel, which apparently Corman didn't have on him, and just mine that snow down there, and the snow golem will constantly replace it. Then the next thing is, I think I'm going to show you, I'm going to get to the Nether last. I'm going to show you the most valuable thing on this area, I think. the villager breeder. This is a fairly efficient villager breeder. One of those villagers is a farmer, and he harvests all that wheat. Or actually, those are potatoes. And he gives them to the other guy, and they breed. It's turned off right now, because there's 3 glass panels in here, and all of them are covered. And if they were open, this whole area would register as a village, which is why it's so far away from anything, because I didn't want the doors to get in the way. Then you can turn it on and off here, but sometimes the villagers just accumulate in this space instead of running out when they are babies. But when they do run out, they run over here, and I have quite a few in here. It's hard to get in, so I put in this minecart track to easily extract them. You might notice a couple minecart tracks all over like this. This is just to help push them up hills. First one of those I built too. And then over here, this is all built over a few months. Over here I have the map room 2.0, I suppose you could say. This used stared glass rather than walkways of glass. It works better. The problem is our map is smaller. We have a tiny little map down here. We haven't done much with the map at all. It's just like not even a 9x9 around us, but it included everything we needed, including that desert over there, which had a village that I gathered these villagers from, and they're now in what I call my party house, where they just party all the time over there, and up there, where they socialize all the time. And yeah, it's just a great setup for my my willing test subjects, or as my brother calls them, my abductees. Then over here, the highway continues until someone, Corman, built a house, or built a snow gate over it, and I had to come through and put these bridges through because they were obstructing the highway. And yeah, it goes over here to his house, which is really really interesting, and I mean really bizarre type interesting. And it wasn't all me. Here's some snow golems that he put here, and yeah, they're just cluttering up his front room. Then somewhere around here, where is it, is his doorway to the main house. This entire front here is ripped out because I may have put a sound machine in here at one point that opened doors and binged note blocks, and that drove him crazy, which was the whole goal. He filled my house with chickens for that. So he abandoned this entrance. Down here is the first blow. The first blow in it was he tunneled into my house through a tunnel right here under this thing here. I'm pretty sure, yes, here it is. And then when I backflowed up his tunnel, he tried to seal me out using lava, and I circumnavigated that. And here's the entrance to my house. I have to mine it out, which I won't do right. I might as well. After all, this is going to be, yeah. So here is into my house somehow. I guess there was more of it. There was lava here, so I had to go around. But yeah, my stairway is just through that wall. After he burrowed into my basement, I kind of took offense and retaliated. Yeah, it was gonna happen. There was no question that we would start griefing each other, and we did. So the rest of his mine is somewhere down there. Somewhere around here, his water chute contains a chest, a door up on here, and let's see, doesn't that open? Oh, the vines are in the way of my hitbox. Let me get rid of those. There we go. Contains a chest of lies, which is a chest, I think it's going to be full of cake, and an exit to the rest of the world. under here, and a ladder to his splash pool down from his greater house, I suppose you could say. Then the house is fairly brief. It's just a tunnel up to another exit to a house which has a auto furnace in it, and another exit to his small garden on top of a mountain that I was originally going to claim, but he got to first. Then over here we have a back up the staircase to, not the staircase, the ladder to his chest room, which in retaliation for filling my house full of chickens, I filled full of chickens. And also in retaliation, here is his bedroom / brewing room, which wasn't a brewing room at the time when I filled it with snow golems. Those were two fun griefs. But yeah, this is where I spawned, which is what leads me to believe I was spawned in as Corman for some reason. Then you go up to this top bridge here, which goes over to his second tower, which has a splash pool there, which goes down, and just a staircase that goes up to an observatory bay that doesn't really have anything in it. I'm still going to run up there because it's kind of cool to look at. Let's see, here we are, and it's up here on the observatory. You can see the iron farm through the cloud, and the road, which keeps going on. Yeah, one of the trolls I did, well, the griefs I did, which was probably one of my least constructive, most fun, most damaging, hardest to clean up, less profitable, most retaliated ones, was I covered this entire tower with vines, and they grew down the whole thing. I cleaned it up afterwards once I figured out that water just clears away vines, and I cleaned it up for him, but I don't think he even noticed.